Pride Month, where we celebrate the LGBTQ community and stores roll out their Pride merch to rake in some of that sweet gay cash. Or as it's known in the gay community, money. But this year, things are different.
Pride Month is here, and some big brands have gone conspicuously quiet.
Corporate America is scaling back its marketing that includes selling Pride-themed merchandise or posting supportive messages on social media.
Walmart, MasterCard, Comcast, Pepsi, and more have either stopped or scaled back Pride events.
Anheuser-Busch not sponsoring Pride St. Louis after a 30-year partnership.
Target's once bold Pride displays now stripped bare.
Absolutely despicable. Target has completely abandoned its role as the #1 destination for gay people with horrible fashion sense. But the question is, why are these companies suddenly retreating back into the closet?
More than 60% of more than 200 executives say they fear backlash from the Trump administration and its actions against diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts by companies.
Our country will be woke no longer.
Some also fear falling prey to conservative activists and customers, becoming the next Bud Light.
Some companies writing checks, but asking that their names and logos not be included. It's a strange time for Pride this year.
Come on, secretly paying gays because you're ashamed? You're major corporations, not Lindsey Graham.
Just to remind you that it's still Pride Month, even though Pride weekend is over. We still got a whole month.
Well, it's over for us cis whiteys. It's over for us.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, but for everybody else, the party is still getting fabulous for the month, regardless of whatever flag you fly. You know which one I'm talking about, folks.
Okay, TV10 podcast episode what now?
That would be 0538. That's right.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right.
Yeah, and to be fair, we did try some of our good friend and sponsor Outlaw Distillery earlier in the green room, and the Genius Juice kicked in another gear. My God, this is fantastic.
That is some brand new whiskey.
That is just a great way to make a mint julep for this summer days.
It is really like summer now. Yes, it is.
And enjoy the fire escape that's out there, folks.
All right, yeah, got Outlaw Distillery out of the way. Ways you can reach out to us, reach out to us on the Blue Sky, the Threads, the still on the Twitter. Facebook, IG, and all TV10 podcasts. You can send us email at tv10podcast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yell at us. Yell something at us.
It's been a while since we have heard you yell something at us. We're doing our best. I mean, there's only so much I could do to poke Joe Rogan, and I do the same with Trevor Lee, but now I'm kind of thinking he just likes to be dominated.
Yeah, probably.
I'm kind of feeling that way.
So how about that parade?
Well, wow. Going into that real quick there. Shots fired. Oh, wait, too soon?
A sadness pile in a failure bowl.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, I will just say if you watch the televised Flag Day parade,
well, you were there, right? You just got back in on the red eye, right?
Yes, I did. I can tell you right now, and I think I can say this with absolute sincerity. TV10 Podcast has more listeners than there were participants at that parade.
Yeah.
So I think I feel better about our listenership at every stage in the game.
Yeah.
Now, if we could just do something about the Joe Rogan crowd and swing them our way. I mean...
they don't swing that way.
Phrasing. Boom.
Anyway, here's some new stuff coming up this week.
What have you got that's new, sir?
Not a lot, but got some for summer here. Okay. One of them is Hell Motel.
Oh, okay.
It is a new series on Shudder, and it's also on AMC Plus. It's about 10 true crime obsessives gathered for the reopening of a motel that was the site of a famous unsolved murder 3 decades before.
Again.
But then the past catches up with them. The guests start getting murdered.
Wait a minute. I know this title. I've seen this before.
Yeah, you've seen this several times before.
Yeah, we all have.
Yeah.
Except I liked it better when it was with Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah. This is the guy you recognize here is Eric McCormack from Will and Grace.
Okay.
And various other shows that were quickly canceled.
Okay. And so basically he was the name here.
Yeah. There was another series he was in. It was on where the hell was it? Maybe it was AMC Plus or no MGM Plus. Nine Bodies in a Mexican Morgue.
Wow, what a title!
It's a great title. I haven't gotten around to watching it yet, though.
Well, that's okay. It's okay. It's as we've learned from the studio, Amazon is just going to absorb it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they're going to tech bro the shit out of it.
That's on Tuesday on Shudder and AMC Plus. Also coming out Tuesday on to rent or buy Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yay!
I hear it's not the best of the Final Destination series, but it's got enough killing that you'll enjoy yourself.
Or as the late great Jeff Weiss once called the Final Destination series, wish fulfillment. I think if you just go in and knowing bad people are going to die in horrible ways.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And also premiering for season 2, Chopper Cops.
Chopper Cops.
This is cops and helicopters.
Of course.
It's a reality show.
Yay.
Yeah, and it's set in Florida, so you know they got stuff to do.
Okay, so it was like, what can we do that's low budget but with a lot of criminals? Wait a minute. Florida.
Yeah, that's Paramount Plus. According to the show description here, they're not just north of Disney World, but to the men and women of Marion County Sheriff's Department, the 1,600 square mile area they patrol is no fantasy.
Oh, boy.
That was very badly written.
God.
Come on, Paramount Plus. So
what I'm hearing is that we need to write these little things for them for the low price of only $500,000 per person per episode description.
That used to be my job.
Okay. See?
Yeah.
And what we're asking for, very reasonable.
Back when I had a jorb, that was my jorb. And on Wednesday, season 2 of The Buccaneers. This is a Gilded Age drama.
Okay.
Based on an unfinished Edith Wharton novel.
Oh, boy.
It's been away for 2 years. It's about a group of wealthy young heiresses who are looking for husbands in the debutante season during the 1870s. So it's a period costume drama.
Okay.
And joining the cast this season, Leighton Meester, and returning Christina Hendricks from Mad Men.
Okay.
And Good Girls.
And is there Bodices heaving?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Heaving Bodices galore.
Let me write that down.
Heaving Bodices galore.
And how often do we get to use the word heaving bodices?
Or just the word bodices, period, yeah.
Right?
That's on Wednesday on Apple TV+. Also on Wednesday on the CW, the Season 4 summer premiere of Children Ruin Everything. It's a Canadian comedy.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to say anything bad to keep our Canadian benefactors happy.
It's mildly funny.
And, well... But the title says it all, and we already know this. Children ruin everything. Yeah,
also premiering on Wednesday is a new young adult series called We Were Liars on Prime Video. A young woman seeks to uncover the events that caused her amnesia. Oh, God, here we go.
Wait.
During a summer on her grandfather's private island.
Oh.
So this is young, rich, very good-looking youngsters.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what station or streaming platform is this?
That's a Prime Video.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like somebody at Hallmark went, pass on this one.
Yeah.
So.
Also could have been a CW series way back when. Yeah. On Thursday, another new series from Kevin Williamson. You might remember him from Scream.
Oh, yeah.
And The Vampire Diaries.
Yes.
It's called The Waterfront, inspired by actual events. Okay. Centers on a coastal North Carolina family struggling to keep their fishing empire afloat amidst personal struggles and a battle for succession as the patriarch's health is in question. Oh no.
Okay.
Maria Bello, Melissa Benoist are in here. Yeah.
Oh, Melissa Benoist from Supergirl.
And Holt McCallany.
Okay.
I believe he's the patriarch in question here.
Let me just ask you this, just based off of what you described, and This might be way too on the nose and maybe way too outpriced for them.
Maybe not.
Are they going to open up with Billy Joel's Downeaster Alexa? Yeah, that was a super deep cut right there.
That is a very deep cut.
So,
I don't know if I could afford it. It is Netflix, but I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, and if I hear, it's not in the budget, bullshit. Bullshit, Jeff Bezos. You have that money. Maybe it's going to your wife, and that's helping to...
No, we're talking Ted Sarandos here.
Oh, it's Sarandos?
Yeah, Jeff Bezos is Prime.
Oh,
Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay, so...
And I don't know if he's even still involved in Amazon anymore. Maybe, maybe not.
Okay, I rescind my earlier remarks for now.
Ted Sarandos has the money for sure.
Okay.
He's got a fucking chalet in Park City.
Oh, he's the asshole.
He's the motherfucker.
He's the... okay,
yeah.
Fine. All right.
And we have yet to be invited for the housewarming.
Well, maybe it was because of all those comments we made last week about... Or maybe it was the week before, or... Nah, it can't be that. I'm sure it's in the mail somewhere.
On Saturday.
Yes.
It's the, of course... the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards 2025.
You just swallowed down that little bile there.
Oh, yeah. It's airing live on Nickelodeon, and this will be hosted by South African singer-songwriter Tyla.
Okay.
Never heard of her?
Nope, I haven't either.
And it looks like Jack Black is up against says here, Tommy Milagro for the King of Comedy Award.
Wait, what?
Huh. How about that?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I feel like this is fake news already right there.
No, it says right here.
Which Russian bot did you find that from?
Hey, I got it off the internet. It's got to be true.
Okay, already I can just smell that a mile away. Bigger question,
Are you
though.
saying you don't have a chance against Jack Black?
Neither of us have a chance against Jack
Have
Black.
you seen Minecraft? It's shit.
Yes, but here's the difference. If we did it and we know it would be shit, we would not recover. Jack Black will. It also paired up with Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
We are not that good looking either. We would be crushed.
What a waste of a movie. What a waste of Jack Black and
Momoa
and whoever else was in it.
It could have been worse.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, trust me. I have some things that'll make you say, you're right, Tommy, but we'll get to that point. Bigger question, though, about the Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Please tell me it's going to be hosted by John Cena.
No, it's hosted by Tyla. I told you.
Yeah, okay, so I obviously...
Maybe John Cena will be there.
All right, that means that the Genius Juice really did a number right there.
So in order to accept your award, you got to get to Santa Monica by Saturday.
Okay. I think from what I've heard of LA traffic of late, it's going to be a little busy for a while.
Also, you're a little brown.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
So maybe not a good idea.
Yeah. On Sunday, a new season of The Gilded Age. This is yet another period costume drama set in 1882.
Okay.
And it's about Marion Brooke, who moves from Pennsylvania to live in New York City with her aunts, played by Christine Baranski and Cynthia Nixon, after the death of her father. And joining the cast in season 3 include Andrea Martin, fresh off of Evil.
Okay.
SCTV alum, Merritt Weaver, always good, Felicia Rashad, Leslie Uggams from Deadpool, and Bill Camp.
And we should also point out here, to just contrast the Buccaneers, because this is kind of set more in Victorian era New York City.
Yeah, the Buccaneers are set in the 1870s in London, and the Gilded Age is set in 1882 in New York City,
where it's going to be a little more buttoned up, and therefore no heaving bodices. Sorry,
no.
Gentlemen.
Yeah. And as far as shows I'm enjoying right now, Duster. Have you checked into this yet on HBO Max?
This is all sorts of 70s goodness.
Josh Holloway in a badass cherry red Duster.
Oh, and can we just say Keith David as Saxton?
Yeah.
Man, I have never seen a man literally chew scenery right in front of my eyes. Like, he was gnawing on it like it was a paleo diet.
Everybody's acting real hard in this.
They are acting super hard, which is tough to do in the New Mexico setting.
Yeah, and also Poker Face, of course.
Yes.
And Resident Alien.
Oh.
The new season on USA Sci-Fi, and a week later on Peacock.
If you flock to the cock.
Yeah, and there's one show we kind of said, this is going to suck.
Which
a couple
one?
weeks ago.
Which one?
Adults on FX and Hulu.
Oh, okay.
It's actually not bad.
Okay.
It's sort of a Gen Z Friends.
Okay, that's why we were kind of checking out there, if I remember correctly.
It actually is pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, I just heard Gen Z, and I was like, pass.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
It is, all 8 episodes are available on Hulu or also on your on-demand on whatever your live TV service is. They're still airing week to week on FX, but they're out there. You can watch them.
Okay.
There's only 8 of them, and not bad.
Yeah,
it's from Nick Kroll.
He can be good.
Yeah.
But he can't.
But he's not in this.
He's
just
not consistently good.
He's a producer on this.
Okay. So
he's not in it.
Okay, so he's just Louis C.K.ing the thing.
Yeah.
And for the record, folks,
not a good choice of words there.
Yeah, I know. Okay, kids. What I'm just saying is Louis C.K.ing as in producing, or does he write on this too?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, so that's all I'm talking about. That's it. That's all. I don't want to have any rumors, like the rumor that I am going to be Jack Black at the Kids' Choice Awards. So I don't want to spread any rumors.
You're already conceding, huh?
I'm just saying. Game recognizes game. I understand greatness. It's so hard being me some days. I know what the odds are against Jack Black. I give him all the props, but I'm just saying. If the kids want to write me in for a Nick Choice Award, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't even mind being slimed.
Well, it is. Yeah, it is the Kids' Choice Awards.
There you go.
So,
and I'm for the kids.
Yeah,
just like Wu-Tang.
Yeah, and aren't we all glad that Jack Black sold out his Tenacious D partner just so he could win a Kids' Choice Awards?
Well, it really depends on who you talk to.
Maybe don't miss next time.
Here's what I'm going to say. Now, you and I both are. We walk in different worlds, shall we say. So if we're talking to the family, this is a good idea, and this is what Jack Black is going to be good at going forward. But if we were talking to your local bartender at, I don't know, Aces High, I mean, that would be a lot saltier language. Tell me when I'm telling lies, man.
No.
So, there you are.
Yeah, now that he's got all that Minecraft money, I think he can resume the Tenacious D tour.
Okay.
That he canceled because Kyle said what we were all thinking.
Yeah. Kyle, here's what I'm going to say now. Kyle was right. Yeah, especially nowadays, and we tried to tell you, folks. We tried. But here's what I would also say, because I don't think it's a good idea to, wish any politician harm. I would never, we at TV Tan Podcast strenuously suggest we do not wish any politician any harm. Donald Trump, on the other hand, next time, I'm just saying there's some shooting ranges nearby. So that should skirt things.
But it was all a fake out anyway.
Yeah.
It was a false flag operation.
That's what it was. So.
That's not this on this podcast. Other podcasts.
Yeah.
Other podcasts are saying it was all false flag.
Podcasts are saying I am hearing, not saying where, Joe Rogan. I would never lay blame at somebody's feet.
Well, we're not saying who's saying these things. Christopher Titus.
We would never do that there. But yeah. We're good, respectable people, and also we're just performance artists, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the crux of what we were trying to say right there. Oh, why did we have to be so political? Why? Why do we have to do this? Oh, yeah, news. And that's what everybody's going towards these days.
They're shutting down HBO Family. Oh, no.
Oh. If I may quote Loki, yes, so sad. Anyway.
Yeah. HBO is shutting down its cable networks, HBO Family, Thriller Max, Movie Max, and Outer Max, things that you did not know exist.
Which will somehow go to...
nowhere.
You mean not to Max? Oh, wait a minute. HBO Max? Wait a minute. HBO streaming? Wait a minute. What the fuck is it called these days?
See, if you have HBO on your cable or your satellite service, you'll notice there also Cinemax. You'll notice those extra networks that appear alongside it.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody watches those, so they're shutting them down.
Okay. And they're not going to get absorbed like the T1000?
Some of the stuff probably will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that they absorb certain things from Cinemax over to Max. So once they launched it once upon a time, and Paramount now has Showtime, which got absorbed that way too.
Yep.
So I'm not worried about it at this point, but maybe, just a thought. Maybe we should get another opinion on the subject. I'm just saying people are hearing like a certain other TV critic, maybe on the Great White North, just a thought. Or is once a year enough for you is what I want to know.
Hey, anytime.
Okay.
Anytime.
Just have to ask, just because, TV critics together tend to butt heads, so I had to test it out, but it sounds like we good. So,
yeah.
All right. Just I'll float that out next time I'm in the Slack chat here.
We might as well get to that now.
Oh.
I hear you've got some news to report.
I've got some very interesting news, so if you will, hit my music.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team!
From the sports desk of the TV10 podcast. Yes. We are delivering to you only the sport of professional wrestling, psychedelia version, and it has been a somewhat tepid week, I'm not going to lie. So you're probably going, why tepid? Here's where it gets very hot, very interesting. Starting with the National Wrestling Alliance. You probably have heard of them, mostly because I cover them for SlamWrestling.net. You know I write for them.
Uh-oh.
I know. I have an MBA. What can I say? Now,
Whoa!
Yeah. Now, we talked about last time that they got a deal with the Roku channel on their sports section there.
Yeah.
We now have a date when they're going to launch.
Okay.
So it's going to be on July 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is when they will launch proper. And not only will people in the U.S. see this, but also in other great lands like our good friends in Canada. So it'll be definitely something for you to catch up on. Of course, if you want to watch right now, you can still see it on X. And I hear you folks, you're going, but Leon, we get it. Except, again, to enforce the Michael Bolton rule, hey, we were on there before that asshole got on there.
Yeah.
So he can fuck off and leave. So now that we got that out of the way.
And he deleted all the shit talking about Trumpy the Clown.
Gee, what a surprise.
Come on, Elon.
I mean, look, if you're going to go full pro wrestling, stick with the promo at hand. Which is a great segue. WWE, they announced that they are going to do the Riyadh season in Saudi Arabia, and I want to see your reaction to what I'm about to say.
Okay.
For the undisputed heavyweight championship, it's going to be John Cena versus CM Punk. Now, okay. Do you want to take a moment to riff on that? I mean, just which one do you want to riff on more?
Who are two people we're fucking sick of?
I mean, well, if I may quote the great philosopher Dr. Evil, face it, there's nothing worse than an aging hipster. So, I mean, that, I think, and I'll say this. Punk was in Chicago, and he stood with the Chicago Teachers Union as everybody rallied. So I'm going to give him a bit of a pass.
Okay.
I understand there's things with contracts, so if and when we ever have a chance to talk to him, I think we should have a little conversation about that. Which, by the way, how is our life insurance? I'm just curious. So.
It may have lapsed.
Okay, we better look into that before we try that. Anyway, moving along. So yeah, that's happening. Also, coming up this week on SmackDown, John Cena is going to be facing a newish opponent. Now, I bring it up because I'm sure you saw this from my report on Saturday night's main event for SlamWrestling.net. Not just because I have an MBA.
Oh, yeah.
R-Truth, he lost that match, and of course, he said that he was going to be released from his contract in a couple weeks, and to which WWE said, hold on, here's a truck of money. Stick with us. And then R-Truth on Monday Night Raw cut off his braids, and now he is going by his original name, Ron Killings. So this is like a more serious version of Killings that we haven't seen since the days of TNA. And I'm talking original TNA. So that was where he won the 10 pounds of gold. The NWA 10 pounds of gold, ladies and gentlemen. So, and as he said, put some respect on his name. So, but people, we don't need to put respect on their names. Oh, this is where it gets super juicy. I'm going to give you a choice here, Mr. Frost. Do you want to go with, actually, do you want to go with Trish Stratus, Rikishi, or Sami Zayn? Which one do you want?
Trish Stratus.
Okay, well, I was going to save that, but okay, here we go. So Trish Stratus, a Canadian native here, she is going to be filming, she's going to be starring in a new film called Karate Ghost. What? Are you ready for this?
Oh, they were my favorite band at Lollapalooza.
So according to this, she will be, quote, Susan Fenshaw, an over-enthusiastic pageant queen turned karate mom whose obsession with martial arts puts her daughter's dreams in a chokehold. Think a pom-pom wielding Miss America with a black belt. And somewhere, I'm just hearing this from up above, I could just hear our good friend Punk going, and yes, loaded pom-poms.
Karate Ghost.
Yeah, this film is going to be shooting in Toronto and will be released next year. Now let's go.
We'll be counting down the days for that.
Oh, I know you're going to be counting down the days for that. Now let's go to, let's see, I'm going to get to the serious stuff here, sadly enough here. Very sadly, it's going to be Sami Zayn. Now you're probably aware of this. Sami Zayn is a Canadian, but he is of Arab descent. Okay,
Yeah.
So like Syrian descent, just to clarify that point.
Right.
But apparently, because of course, a war of words erupted between WWE superstar Sami Zayn and renowned retired WCW TNA ring announcer David Pencer on the platform known as X. And now tell me how you would read into this. This apparently had to do with Israel's attack on Iran's nuclear program and military commanders. Zayn posted a simple and direct response, war pigs. Now,
Okay.
Now, what's your thoughts when you see war pigs? I know where mine's going to, but...
Generals gathered in their masses. Just like witches at black masses.
That's right.
That's where you rhyme masses with masses,
Yeah.
Ozzy.
Look, given how many drugs he was doing, I mean, are you really surprised by that?
No.
Poetry, it ain't. But in response, Penzer fired back, you know what? I've spent years avoiding confrontation on this platform, and you probably should have. God forbid I lose some followers. I'm just an old wrestling ring announcer who lived his dream. The line has been drawn. Sammy, kiss my ass on your ongoing anti-Semitic posts. From the river to the sea kills my people. I don't want your people killed. Sorry if I don't sell some books, but there comes a time when you have to stand up and be a man. And Sammy, you are an anti-Semite, and I'm calling you out now, and we'll keep calling it out. So this is not the first time Sami Zayn has done and said some controversial things, but I will state this, and again, we have stated this here at slamwrestling.net, that he has used his fame as a pro wrestler and social media platforms to support hunger relief efforts in Gaza, in addition to founding a charity for Syrian aid. So those are all things to be lauded on. But in other areas, like the Times of Israel, they said, quote, as a wrestler, we think he's one of the best. He's charismatic. He's very lovable. As a professional, he's probably one of the best wrestlers on the planet. When it comes to involving his personal opinions into the product, that's where we draw the line. When Sammy started doing all this stuff, I was really annoyed and mostly just disappointed in the WWE for letting this happen, which is kind of interesting because it's not just WWE, because they are owned by Endeavor. So why they haven't stepped in at this point is kind of interesting. And I'm bringing that up because Sami Zayn, when he was wrestling last time in Saturday night's main event, his wrestling trunks, his tights, were in the colors of the Palestinian flag.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Now, I've always seen the Arabic lettering on his tights, so no big deal there, but usually it had like some sort of ska branding on the side. This time, nope. It was pretty blatant right there if you were really paying attention, ladies and gentlemen. So we will follow that story as it develops there. And let's see. I think, let me do this one. New American Gladiators are drafting pro wrestlers for Star Power. So I think we talked about it last time. Amazon Prime's American Gladiators revival will have some familiar faces to wrestling fans. So not only is The Miz serving as the host of the show, but these are the pro wrestlers that are going to be some of the new gladiators. And this has been confirmed by Deadline. So apparently, and I think I'm going to go backwards on some of these names here. Some of the new gladiators are going to be Wardlow from All Elite Wrestling, J-Rod, so that's Jessica Rodden, AEW and former MWA Women's World Champion Camille, who was recently in Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
Mr. Pectacular, Jesse Goddards from TNA.
Yeah.
And just because I love saying this name here, Rick Boogs. He kind of had he had a little guitar gimmick going for a while.
I remember
you remember
that.
this now?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see, as far as any other names that we a lot of it is just other individuals. So they said the original gladiators were iconic, so our search for the new gladiators had to be exhaustive. Our team went cross-country, meeting with thousands of fitness influencers and professional athletes to find the highest caliber of competitors, said Barry Posnick, general manager, MGM Alternative, Evolution Media, and Big Fish Entertainment. So, yeah. And now, on to Rikishi.
Okay.
Never thought I'd say those words. Just in time for Father's Day. So
that is right now.
Yeah. As we are recording live on air. Rikishi's been a vocal critic of how WWE books the Bloodline, and in particular, his sons, Jay and Jimmy Uso. So Rikishi was not pleased after Jay lost the World Championship to Gunther on Raw this weekend. And I'm going to circle back to that in a second. On his Off the Top podcast, which, by the way, I say this with love, Rikishi, stay the fuck in your lane. I love you, man. I loved you a long time ago, but podcasting, that's us here, all right? We're the tag team of trending.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to get into wrestling.
Yeah.
It's not like we're going to infringe on your territory.
Exactly. Thank you. That's right. Now, Rikishi slammed the WWE for allowing his son to only have a 51-day title reign, and he goes, so now they pass the belt on to Gunther for whatever reason. Hey, I ain't got no beef with Gunther. I ain't got no beef with any of those that are on the roster. I ain't got no beef with that. And if I do, I'm going to say it to your face because that's the type of man I am. But let me back up. Good luck. Good luck if that's what your choice is to go that way, he said, prefacing the comments that will follow next. I don't think it was justice. I don't think it was fair. 51 days, that was it? I mean, an Intercontinental belt, a short run, that was it? Like, what is it? What is it against my boy? Would you have done that to Randy Orton? To be fair, I agree with all those things. But again, podcasting, our platform.
Yeah.
Reach out to us. We can get that point across a lot better, sir. Just a thought. And finally, this. Oh, actually, before I get to that, the only reason I suspect that they took the belt off of Jey Uso and put it on Gunther, apparently they're going to be doing it's either Saturday night's main event or something else. On July 12th,
okay.
He's going to be facing Goldberg.
What?
Yeah.
What?
and here's the part that, tell me if you could wrap your head around this. Apparently, they're going to be doing this as all AEW's All In will be on pay-per-view in Texas. So,
okay.
Does that draw your eyes to their product?
Sure. I guess.
Yeah, that sound in your voice says no.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, then you're going to love this part. And finally this now. According to Business Insider, you better have another sip of the Genius Juice.
Oh, man.
You'll understand why in a second. Mm-hmm. Hulk Hogan and his Real American Beer brand are making a play. Oh, it gets better. His Real American Beer brand are making a play to save the Hooters restaurant chain.
Oh.
So in March of this year, as we know, Hooters filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. So for all the deadbeat dads, I know you're going to find a place somewhere else. Maybe we recommend Aces High. Just a thought. Anyway.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Real American Beer CEO Terry Francis confirmed the news, saying Hulk Hogan and Real American Beer are fully committed to protecting and revitalizing the iconic American brand Hooters. Real American is so committed that they have already put together teams to supervise and improve the parts of the business that need a desperate boost. So,
you mean everything but the tits?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which, of course, we're feminist as fuck. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And, of course, cheap beer and fattening wings aren't the food or drink of the younger generation.
Have you ever visited Hooters?
Exactly. And
it's terrible.
And it says here, this sentence, Hulk can solve that. So,
Hulk,
So, look, we at TV10 Podcast, our business merchandising machines, we know how to sell things. So Hooters,
as evidenced by our stockpile of T-shirts,
absolutely. So, and they are selling out just day by day here, folks. And what I'm saying here is, Hooters, we get it. You're in dire straits. We understand that. We just ask for, a little bit of cash flow for us. We understand you're in tough times, so what do you think? $750 per person?
Yeah.
And we can get your business back up on the ground, and we will start to relaunch your franchise in the granddaddy city of them all, Provo. I think that is the only way to do it.
You remember the controversy when they opened a Hooters in Salt Lake
and
in Midvale?
Yeah, and I think we can generate that kind of heat again. That's the beauty of it. So, maybe we could have a second place in Lehigh for the Tech Bros. So
sure, okay.
Because hey, folks, we know what the fuck we're doing because it's sports.
It's sports. So Tommy Milagro, go team!
Wow, you really stretched that one out.
Oh, I try. And we're gonna get back to the Trump military parade here for a second.
Ugh.
This was a segment on Fox News.
Oh dear. Two things. One, have we really talked to Professor Pregame about his political affiliations? I mean,
I was going to ask you how many tumblers would you give this person on the Professor Pregame scale?
Oh, I would say I wouldn't even deign to give her any of our fine sponsors for that delicate flower.
Okay.
That we saw here tonight from the Commander-in-Chief on the Army's 250th birthday.
I am so excited, Emily and Lucas Tomlinson. Everybody, this is incredible. Finally, the United States is back. I want to really thank all of our Army, Navy, and Air Force officers who have been sacrificing their lives. Literally, their families have been contributing to the mission. Okay. Most of the time for the past quarter of a century, because of the mismanagement of the administrative states, they've been fighting these foreign wars. But with our new in chief, Donald J. Trump, they are prioritizing America first. And I want to thank these officers for all of these sacrifices and all of the hardships that their families have been doing. Lawrence Jones, you are doing, you're rocking,
Lawrence
man.
Jones?
You guys are fair. Lucas,
thank you.
I want to thank
We're up
Thank you
against the break,
so much, Rebecca. Thank you, and thank you
We
for your
appreciate
service,
you.
too. Well, our final thoughts on this historic and patriotic celebration when we return.
Can't wait.
Okay. So, you asked me before. I'm going to state the following. I give that 2.5 shots of tequila, followed by a mezcal mule. I think they need a little bit of hospitality south of the border. But also, what was that individual's name again?
Former intelligence officer, Rebecca Koffler.
Okay. So, is that what I sound like sometimes?
I don't know. Maybe you should listen to the show when Professor Pregame steps in for you.
I do, but at the same time, it's like I don't hear it. But now I'm going.
Oh, I'm sure she didn't hear that.
No. Okay. So, that...
a cautionary tale.
Yes, it is. Yes, it fucking is. I mean, Pete Hegseth was already a red flag, but now it's like 2?
Oh,
okay.
Hegseth keeps it together.
Yeah, how scary is that shit?
I know, right?
Oh, fuck me. Okay. Well, this was very eye-opening, and also, that's the first time we've ever kind of commentated on a showing on YouTube before. So
Yeah. Maybe I should have had it when I had ad-free YouTube.
Well, it's okay. But more importantly, maybe next time we need to do this with a live show. So just to watch everybody's face melt.
I wanted to talk about a movie I saw over the weekend here.
Oh, yeah. What did you see?
It's a new movie, 2025, called Deep Cover. It's on Prime Video.
Okay.
Starring Bryce Dallas Howard, Orlando Bloom, and what was his name? Nick Mohammed from Ted Lasso.
Oh, okay.
And also Sean Bean and Ian McShane are in this.
Yeah. I was seeing ads for that.
Yeah. So Bryce Dallas Howard plays an acting teacher, an improv coach.
Of course.
Yes, and?
Yeah.
And she's, she didn't quite make it as an actor herself. She gets hired, she and these other 2 guys who were, one of them is taking the class, Orlando Bloom. He's an actor. He's a serious actor.
A very serious actor.
He's fucking hilarious in this as an actor.
So basically Orlando Bloom comes back. So.
Yeah, and also Nick Mohammed is also taking the class. Yeah. And because he wants to, be a little more open, less shy around people. He wants to be able to get out there a little more. And so all 3 of them are roped into this plan to go undercover as impersonating dangerous criminals to lure in this, I believe it's Ian McShane's character.
Okay.
And it's dumb, but it's funny, and it's rated R, so it's got the swears.
Yeah.
And mostly for Orlando Bloom.
See, I would have said Nick Mohammed would be the selling point.
He's also he can't keep up with Orlando Bloom.
Okay, so
yeah.
he can't do that. But just to clarify, Nick Mohammed, he was Nathan Shelley, the
yes.
I forget the Kit Boy.
Yeah.
For the AC,
who eventually went on to become a rival coach.
Yeah, or a little bit. He embraced the dark side and then he came back.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Just his little patter of well. Really, it's kind of good to do this sort of thing. I love it. I love it a lot. Of course, he's no Brett Goldstein. Which, by the way, did you see his comedy special on Max?
I did not. No.
Oh, it is actually fucking funny, man.
Yeah? Right.
I didn't think Goldstein had the chops, but anytime you can weave in the Muppets into a comedy act is just golden. I that's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
I think you need to watch it a little harder.
Okay.
So.
All right. I'm gonna play a little bit of this here, since we can.
Oh, what else do we have here?
200 each, and we'd be doing a public service.
I don't know. I got into improv to help my character work, not the cops.
This is character work.
Right. I suppose we're sort of going undercover.
Well, we just go and buy something.
Could write a whole backstory.
You could.
Who is this guy? Why is he buying fake handbags? What does he know?
Hugh, you in?
Oh, gosh. Police. Gets your blood pumping just saying the word, doesn't it? I don't know. It might be tricky getting time off work.
Dude, Can you imagine the stories you can tell at work once you've done stings for the police?
What do we think of a costume?
Yes. Now it gets visual. But anyway, Orlando Bloom, pretty goddamn funny in this movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So he definitely breaks out of Legolas and anything with pirates. So, yeah, he's put that in the rear view, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So.
And, yeah.
Is it that time, sir?
Could be, yeah. Oh. I've run out of news.
Okay.
Because it's all about the No Kings.
Okay.
All of the news is all about No Kings.
Yep.
And I saw a little bit of your King of Comedy rival Jack Black on the streets of L.A.
Again.
Yeah.
Trying to stoke the flames. I mean, look, I'm just saying whoever wins, I wish Jack Black the best in his future endeavors. So that's all I'm going to say. Because I'm a classy person when it comes to that. So.
Of course you are.
Of course I am. I mean, there's not many sophisticated gentlemen of leisure that can talk pro wrestling and politics in the same breath.
Can Jack Black do that?
I
don't know.
Oh, you want some real super comedy here? And I forgot to bring this up during the sports desk segment here.
Yeah.
So let me bring up this image. Has kind of made the rounds a little bit here. It would be Triple H.
More visuals for the pod?
Yes,
okay.
Because that's how it works. And it's probably good that we're not showing this visual. So Triple H and his wife, Stephanie McMahon, had a nice visit with Robert Kennedy Jr.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Hanging out with RFK and the Brainworm. Okay.
I mean, look, if they're trying to reboot a Night of the Living Dead franchise, I mean, I'm all for it. If it relates to wrestling, it's been done, but maybe not well. I'm just saying it happened, and this is our thing, and I don't know if we want to show that to the public or not, unless we could get What's-Her-Bugget to slur the what happened.
Rebecca Koffler.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
It was telling that she wasn't actually at the parade. She was home drinking.
Like you do. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it.
I'm guessing she lives in the area.
Yeah. I would just say, well, good for her, good on her, and all at the same time, gimmick infringement. Gimmick infringement. Our lawyers will see you very shortly. So
you feel robbed is what you're saying.
I mean, look, I have worked on this brand, all
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. Anyway, stuff to watch harder. I'm gonna reiterate Duster on
Max.
On Max. I was trying to think. Have they changed it back to HBO Max yet?
Yeah, that's what we were trying to figure out.
It's supposed to happen sometime this month.
I thought it was supposed to happen last month, but they haven't pulled the trigger. So
it's happening during Pride Month.
So basically, this is a hot go. HBO always chickens out.
Yeah.
Or is it a Mako? Max always chickens out. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I remember when HBO Max debuted as a service. It was in June of...
it was like 2020?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
No, maybe even before that. Maybe 2019.
That's it.
It was HBO Max. And then but at the time there was also HBO Now and HBO Go, which were different versions of the service, and eventually came Max, and it was purple, and then it was blue, then it was
black,
then it went to black, and now we're back to HBO Max again. Yeah. And fuck if I know why.
I'm just saying black logos matter. So that's
true, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
okay.
And I think that's good enough for now. Just watch Duster.
Well, hold on.
I'm sure you have something, right?
You're forgetting about our good friend Stick, Owen Wilson.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, and of course,
gosh.
Yeah. Oh, let me help you out here.
Yeah.
Look, I understand you're a teen. You got this Gen Z thing going on, but come on, we got to get together. You got to make commitments here. And of course, there's Mark Maron. Look. Whatever the fuck you think this is going on, this is my RV, this is my town, this is how this is going to run, okay? Don't even get to me about your fucking hustle. How was that?
Pretty good. What is it with Mark Maron in sports comedies?
I mean, I wonder if he just had watched one too many times like Caddyshack, and he said,
maybe
this is perfect. I mean, he's getting out of the podcast game, so what we're saying, folks of What the Fuck Podcast,
we finally outlasted him.
I know. How fucking scary is that?
We finally beat Mark Maron.
After 16 fucking years, and we're just 10 years and going.
10 years and something.
Yeah. So
11 years, 12 years? I don't know. Anyway,
yeah,
we outlasted Maron.
Yeah, but the other little feel-good Murderbot.
Murderbot.
Yeah. There is just something heartwarming about, a robot who just wants to watch his shows in peace.
Yeah.
I deleted the schematic because I needed to gain space for Sentinel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and John Joe is having a moment. So,
also, I might as well throw in there that show I mentioned at the top, the Adults.
Mm-hmm.
It's on FX now. It's also on Hulu and on demand wherever you were watching your live TV.
Yeah.
Give it a chance. It starts off kind of cringy, but then by episode 8, the final episode, is like, okay, I think they're onto something here.
Just to clarify, on a scale of 1 to Ricky Gervais, how cringy is the comedy?
Oh, it's not that kind of cringy.
Okay, so
it's just like, they're trying a little too hard here.
Okay.
They're a little try hard here.
So kind of a little bit of The Office, but not bad.
Yeah, but by the end of 8 episodes, they've kind of locked into a groove, and I think if they do a second season, they'll be much better.
Okay, great. Well, then, and the only other show, we've talked about it before, Poker Face, Watch It Harder.
Yeah.
We are waiting for our cameo on the show as 2 radio DJs. Make it happen, Ryan Johnson.
We get murdered right away.
Well, one of us does, let's be honest here. And it's going to be the brown guy.
Most likely you, yeah.
And that's all the plot line you're getting, sir. That's all the plot line you're getting. So...
And will it be me lying about your murder?
No, we will
bullshit.
Not. I'm just saying. let's hold off until we get a treatment here, and they back up with that peacock money.
Okay,
I need that cock money. Wait a minute.
What? What?
Phrasing. Boom.
What? Anyway, happy Pride Month, and yeah.
Well,
we want to thank our sponsor.
Yes, that would be our good friends at Outlaw Distillery, and my God, did they make a bourbon whiskey here. Perfect for a mint julep or whatever summery beverage you're going to have this month. And yeah, that's helping wipe away all of the Flag Day that's happening. So that's the forget it juice.
Pungent. Yes. Stings the nostrils.
It ain't sex bound, sir, but
60% of the time it works all the time.
Yes, it does. I don't know if that is a figure here, but anyway. But of course, you should also check out our other fine sponsors. That would be our good friends at Sugar House Distillery. Then, of course, Ogden's Own Distillery. Perfect for Pride Month, especially if you need 5 wives, 5 husbands, no judgment. Especially some Madame Patarini gin. The original precursor to trans. Just saying, Utah legislature.
Yeah.
Especially to you, Trevor Lee. You learn your history. And of course, you need some porterfires, some porter peanut butter whiskey, and of course, some the underground because we like things underground. Or something.
Yeah.
Of course, we like the craft cocktails in a can. Always great thing here. Sugar House Distillery does it. So does Ogden's Own. And of course, if you need some beer, this is good beer weather. Our good friends at Bohemian Brewery have got beer galore. We recommend the Cerveza. It is the TV Tan branded official drink of summer.
Yes, for sure.
Well, we got it right on there.
Yeah.
And of course, we got the t-shirts, TV 10 Podcast. It's out there. You need to be wearing it a lot fucking harder. Just put in the subject line t-shirt me now at tv10podcast@gmail.com. Name, address, and shirt size. And of course, if you'll do Venmo or PayPal, still don't do crypto. No matter what this big, beautiful bill is going to say, fuck that. We want money.
Yeah.
Money, please.
Yes.
Okay. Does that cover everything? I
think we've covered everything on that note. Good night, America.
And yes, you, America, jiggle that handle. It's time to flush.
business correspondent Troy Iwata.
Thank you so much, Desi. Yes, I am the senior gay business correspondent.
Just to clarify, are you a correspondent on gay business or a business correspondent who is gay?
Yes.
Cool. So what do you make of corporations pulling back from Pride Month?
You know what? I get it. Big corporations, I get it. You were only into jumping all over Pride a few years ago because it was trendy and cool and so Obama, and you wanted all that gay cash. But we have a lot of it. You know, I get it. Most of us don't have kids.
Ugh, right. Totally. You don't do that boring breeding thing that we do.
Yeah, totally. You know, but I get it. The vibes have shifted. You know, MAGA's ascended, Trump is president, Obama is dead. But one day the pendulum is going to swing back toward the gays, and when it does, a little rainbow flag isn't going to cut it. If they want our business again, they're going to have to do something that shows their commitment.
Sure, like discounts, or they could donate to LGBTQ causes.
They're going to have to bottom.